2009 Extreme Bull season has brought us action, drama, and pain. It's the toughest bulls versus the toughest cowboys in the world. And today it comes down to one cowboy who has 8 seconds to prove he belongs at the top. Who will it be? Stay tuned for the dramatic conclusion of the Seminole Hard Rock Extreme Bulls Tour.
It's the Seminole Hard Rock Extreme Bulls Tour finale, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches. We are in Ellensburg, Washington. Donnie gave the great skyline of Seattle, Washington as a backdrop here. A lot of guys vying for a lot of money in the title.
Well, there really is. Steve Woolsey's in the lead. He's riding here, but you know, he's not 100%. He's got a foot injury. I don't know how that's going to affect him. Douglas Duncan, he's the number 2 guy. Crippled, he's not in the mix. Bobby Welch, he had a suspension. He's not here. J.W. Harris, Cody Hancock, all these guys, B.J. Schumacher, have a legitimate shot at winning this tour finale.
And a lot of prize money on the line here, $85,000 in prize money. As we mentioned, one guy's not going to be here, Jennifer.
One of our top competitors, Bobby Welch, is not getting to compete here at the X-Bulls finale due to a 2-week suspension. Welch was disqualified at our Bremerton event for taking too long to nod his head when the judges felt he had ample opportunity to do so. And it is costing him this Extreme Bulls finale and the first Extreme Bulls event of next year.
Boy, that is a tough price to pay, Donnie Gay, for Bobby Welch.
Big price to pay. The judge made the call, no matter who agrees with it. But you know what? You're seeing some of the best in the world. There's my pick right there, and Steve Woolsey, he's wanting to be the champ.
The 2009 Seminole Hard Rock Extreme Bulls Tour is brought to you by Seminole Hard Rock Entertainment. Come out and play. By B&W Trailer Hitches, makers of the turnover ball gooseneck hitch system. A hitch when you need it, a level bed when you don't. And by Wrangler. Wrangler, long live Cowboys.
Well, it's a chance for us to win a lot of money, and it really depends on what spot you're in, you know, and I'm just gonna try staying on my bulls, and you know, I mean, I just found rodeoing as long as I do. If I do my job, stuff will fall together for me, and I can't worry about what everyone else is gonna do. I just try to stay on my bulls.
He's been extremely good at doing that. World champion B.J. Schumacher here. Some good matchups here, Donnie.
Well, B.J.'s got Swamp Donkey. He's a bull that's been to the national finals. He's pretty ranked. Little Bo's a good draw. Kid Twist. There's a lot of great bulls in this long go-round. And so a guy, you know, anybody can get the money here.
It's time for our Justin Medical Update. Let's go to Jennifer for that. Jen?
Well, I'm here with Dawn Andrews from Justin Sports Medicine with our Sports Medicine Update. Our number 1 ranked bull rider, Steve Woolsey, is actually competing with an injury.
He is. Unfortunately, Steve got stepped on last week and missed Bremerton, but he's here tonight. He's going to have surgery next week on his left foot, a ligament tear. But he's going to give it his best shot tonight, and he's been riding well, so we think it's going to work out pretty good.
Well, we are late in the season, and when we talk late in the season, it's usually a lot of fatigue injuries. Some of our bull riders are competing with those.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Yeah, the typical bull riding injuries, hip, growing pull. So it's the time of year where it really starts wearing on the guys that have been going hard all summer.
And we start to see that in competition, guys.
Okay, thanks, Jennifer. Historically, Donnie, the guy that wins this Extreme Bull Tour does very well at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in December. A lot is riding on this. Jason Beck from Louisiana going to start us off on James Younger.
If you want to be the champion of the world, you need some Extreme Bulls points. And this Louisiana man round to the right, James Younger's a good draw for him. Oh, just riding him, no problem. Now, you're going to see him. You saw him at Bremerton make the short go. He's going to keep putting himself in there until he gets the money. This guy's got a lot of talent, Dan.
Jason Beck gets us started. You can see the turf here pretty muddy, a little slippery out there, but he gets the job done.
Well, that bull, he's not going down in it. It's a little bit slick, but making a good turn. It's a nice bull ride. See Cody Snyder, the shoot boss. Yeah, got one going right off the bat.
83 points for Jason Beck, and that's the way to get things started off here. It's Cannon Acey, Powell, Wyoming. He has drawn Kid Twist.
Well, this is Hal Burns' bull and really a ranked bull right here, Acey. Got to go to the ride. Get the elbow down and get the money. Come on, ride a bull.
Cannon.
Ride a boy. Come on, Cannon Acey. This guy can do everything and rides that bull arm up high. I would just, there ain't no way I could make that right turn like he does. Our bullfighter out there having fun. Cannon Acey's fixing to be a bunch of points.
Terrific ride. Take another look at it.
He's solid with the lower body. Got his butt in the right spot. Doesn't really matter what happens after that. Squeezing. Got his mind made up. Look at the score, Dan.
It's a 91-point ride for Cannon Acey. He jumps into the lead right off the bat here. Terrific looking ride, 91 points.
Well, I knew Kid Twist was a good bull, but I didn't know he was that good. Our bullfighters coming in here, Al Sandoval, Donnie Grigg, Jesse Tennant. Young guys with some good experience, but it's a changing of the guard. Lloyd Ketchum, some of those guys not here, and we got some great bull riders, and they're all young, just like Austin Ambrose right here. Big Red Dan round to the left, and he's got a good seat on him. Shuffling his feet, Oklahoma bull rider, and then a hop and skip out of there, makes that adjustment. Good job.
Boy, right on the whistle there for Austin Ambrose. They are going to give him a mark. Boy, the bull just kind of stepped out of it, Donnie. 81 points to score for Austin.
Well, they can't all be as good as that Kid Twist that we saw Cannon Acey score 91 points on. Jason Beck in second, Austin there in third place.
Now let's head down to Jennifer.
Well, guys, Kid Twist is a bull that's only been ridden twice, only been out 6 times, just a calf. You didn't even know him, did you?
No, I'd never seen him before, but like from Jared Ford and Hal Burns, and I'd heard a lot of good things about him. Supposed to be really bucky around the right there, and with my shoulder the way it is, away from my hand feels a lot better right now than in my hand.
Well, good luck in the short round. You definitely have a spot.
Thank you.
Boy, it's a matchup, Donnie, and it just fit him perfectly. Here's Tyler Smith. He is on Little Bow.
Here's a kid that really rides good. Fruit of Colorado, Little Bow, good draw. Coming around to the left, wave his hand. Beats him around with that free hand. Tyler, slow down.
Yes.
Now, wait on the bull. You're in the business now. Good job. Back around into his hand. That's what plop. A little bit of everything. Look out. Oh, my goodness. Donnie Griggs right there for the save.
Boy, it's a nice-looking ride, especially when this bull comes back around, Donnie. Gets him back, but he comes, nice recovery right there.
You see his hands coming out of the rope right there. It's a good thing the whistle blows. Falls kind of unprotected, but a good job for our bullfighters, and a little muddy, but that'll wash off.
See, David Sharp looking at 89 points. Colby Riley is up next, Washington bull rider. He's on Transformer.
It's a Cork Cow bull, and I tell you, Transformer goes to left, but he's a little bit, he walks on his front feet a little. I'm not really wild about this bull. He's a little hard to ride, but he gets around the corner. Colby Riley gets the whistle,
yes,
but I don't know if they're going to dock him much for, getting into his hand right there at the end.
Look at that, 82.5 points. And a little mud job there. Cannon Acey leading the way with 91. And now let's head down to Jennifer Smith for our Lucas Oil matchup with B.J. Schumacher.
Well, in our first Lucas Oil matchup tonight, B.J. Schumacher, who won our Houston Xtreme Bulls earlier this year, versus Swamp Donkey. We talked to B.J. earlier today, and he was elated about his draw. Not only is Swamp Donkey extremely rider-friendly with a buck-off percentage of 69, but when one rides him, they usually score 85 or higher.
I'm betting on the world champ here. Boy, it rained up until about an hour before we started here tonight. BJ, of course, Hillsboro, Wisconsin.
Okay, says let's do it. Left hand delivery, Swamp Donkey gets him caught into his hand and just said, okay, you're going to do that. I'm going the other way. Sandoval gets a little shot in the shorts. Oh, boy. But, BJ's going, now how can that happen to me? Get the one I want. But you know what? That's why they play the game. You gotta have your A game every time you get on, one jump at a time.
Huge implications with every ride. Here's Jake Wade, Donnie.
All right, bull scrambled eggs round to the left, jumps out of it. Looking at Jake Wade, been winning a little money. Look out, got a little close with a free hand. Let's see if the judges catch that. Bull slips down in the back end, but he's already coming down. Touched him with a free hand. No score for Jake Wade, Dan.
Touched him about 7 seconds into it. Let's go to Jennifer with BJ.
Well, guys, percentages on Swamp Donkey and percentages on BJ on paper showed that you should have ridden this bull, but it's a lot different when you get into this arena, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a really good bull, and you know, you got to let them bulls buck and react to them. And I moved first, and that was my fault. I just overrode that bull, and I just need to slow her back down and start over.
Okay, thank you so much for talking.
Thank you.
BJ Schumacher, a class act, great analysis, just like yours on that, Donnie. That's the man in the lead right there. Cannon AC, 91 points. These guys will have something to say about that. Steve Woolsey will be coming up. Champion, the 2000 World Champ, Cody Hancock, on tap when we come back.
If you look back and see the world champions at the end of the year, the majority of them have won the next Bulls title. All the guys that are behind me, you've got to watch out for them because at any given time they'll come and get it.
A lot riding on this for Steve Woolsey. He's getting set for the Longo coming up here in Ellensburg at the finale. And of course the Wrangler $1 Million Tour in Ellensburg as well. A gold buckle stop on the tour. Always got to bring your umbrella here in Ellensburg. But this year a lot of the young guys really making their mark at this rodeo, starting off in the bareback riding. Take a look at this young man out of Canada, Matt Bright. A beautiful looking ride, and he wins it all here on the Gold Buckle Tour.
Oh, it's a big boost for me. I was kind of right on the bubble of making Puyallup. This win here, you know, at a Gold Rodeo is a real boost. It's going to help me get to Omaha. I think I'll be pretty close to making Omaha, and so I'm pretty excited about the entire tour.
It's a great tour, and he's doing well. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Bobby Moat still sitting atop that on the Wrangler $1 Million Tour. Heath Ford right behind him. Bobby with over $50,000 in winnings on the tour. A young man again, Clint Robinson out of Utah in the tie-down roping. What a year this guy's putting together. He's got his eye on the world title.
Yeah, you know, towards the bottom guys, there was a win. Made good runs, you know, made where I had to step up, make a decent run, and I had a good calf and worked out. You know, I've had a good year, and I got a chance to win the world title, you know, and any bonuses we can have, like huge tour finals like Puyallup and Omaha, make a difference in a gold buckle.
You got to like his confidence. Sitting atop the leaderboard, look at the veterans there. Cody Ohl in first position, Trevor Brazil in number 3, and Blair Burke. A lot of big names on that tour. Again in the saddle bronc riding, another young man. Take a look at a picture-perfect ride right here. This is Jesse Cruz.
Oh, it feels great. Can't ask for much more. Got on a great horse and just got more consistent this year and getting lucky, drawing really good, and I just kind of got to do my part and hopefully everything else pans out.
Looks like a changing of the guards here, doesn't it? The veteran still sitting atop the leaderboard. Billy Ettbauer, over $33,000 in winning here so far on the Wrangler $1 Million Tour. And we are back here, the tour finale in Ellensburg, Washington. A good segment coming up. Lane Bay's Steve Woolsey, who's leading the tour. Cody Hancock trying to catch him. Jared Ford also coming up. Cannon Acey's in the lead here. Pretty wet conditions here, Jennifer.
Well, here in Ellensburg, Washington, late summer rains are extremely rare, but it rained all day, giving the arena an inch of rain and soaking it. After the committee and production crew looked it over, they decided it was probably best to let it stand. Plowing it would just bog down the arena and do probably more harm than it would good.
Well, the nice thing is it's the same for everybody out there, Jennifer. As we look at Steve Woolsey, Payson, Utah, leading the Xtreme Bulls Tour this year. He's on the King of Hearts.
Got a great draw, goes to the right in the gate, round to the right, and just slam dunk Steve Woolsey. You know, the muddy arena has no effect on the bull riders, or it shouldn't have. You know, as long as it's not raining, your rope's still sticky. But if you don't make the 8-second ride, you sure got to take a bath.
Boy, it's big, him coming down here, Donnie.
Opens the door for Clayton Savage and Cody Hancock for the championship, the Tour Championship. Here we go. We got Lane Bay. Got one round to the right. Oh, he's in a little trouble, gets back. Nice job right there. Oh, man.
Man.
You talk about alley-oop right on that shoulder. Look at that. Youth is a wonderful thing, Dan. You know, this bull just turns back to the right. The bull looks like he's affected a little bit by the mud, trying to find a spot. Now watch this finish. Goes to spur and whap over. Lane Bates, he's 84 points, Dan, but he paid for it.
Let's go to Jennifer with Steve Woolsey, Donnie.
Well, Dan, if you remember, we talked earlier about Steve Woolsey competing with an injury. Steve, on King of Hearts, did it play into your ride?
No, it didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't get to do my job.
Where did it start to go wrong for you?
They said that bull hit himself pretty hard, and he just flat out bucked. Just like I tried to get around there, and it didn't work.
As we mentioned, Donnie, huge implications of him coming down. You can see our round standings. Cananacey with 91. The door's open for this guy, for Cody Hancock, Taylor, Arizona. He's on Little Jimmy.
Well, he just got to win some money. He's less than $10,000 behind, and he can get it going right here.
Cody.
Cody got one going into his mill. He ain't going to turn it loose. Oh, the champ rides another one. Got to get down, get out of there. Bullfighters in it doing a good job. Sound of old Griggs Tennant.
That's big. That is big for Cody Hancock.
Well, and it's not good news for Steve Woolsey because, you know, here's a guy, this is going to be a good score coming in. So he's going to get some money in this long round. I'm going to bet just a little bit. That's a good ride. And
there
look
you
at
go.
there.
Yep, 88 points for Cody Hancock. Remember, Cananacey still with that 91, but he's going to pick up some round money here as we move to Jared Ford from Greeley, Colorado. He's on the bombshell.
All right, haven't seen Jared a whole lot. You know, he's been a little streaky. Here's a guy that's been in the national finals, got one going to the left, got the feet going, got the timing. You know, when he's on, he can ride anything. Jared Ford, good job right there. Takes really deep holds with his feet, but he gets that right one out of there, bull going away from his hand. Good job, good bull ride. Another good score coming.
Very nice. Remember, Cody just had that 88. Here's an 86.5 for Jared Ford. Huge, all of these rides now in the upper 80s. Cananacey still in the lead. Let's go to Jennifer now. She's with Cody Hancock.
Well, guys, aside from a little mud in the eye, this went just as you said it would, Cody. Fast, small spinner, Little Jimmy.
Well, it didn't go just like I said it was, because I didn't say I'd ride him, but he was outstanding, and I got lucky and drew him, and I'm just lucky to be here.
You have an outside chance at this Xtreme Bulls Championship. You're 10,000 behind, but there's 25,000 to be won here. How are you feeling about that?
Well, I like outside chances. You know, I've kind of come from behind before, and I'll give her all I got in the short round, and maybe it'll work out.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, boy, he likes coming from behind. Cody Hancock.
Got some good guys coming up. Bale Stratton. Don't count out Clayton Savage. He'll be up when we come back.
Winning the Xtreme Bulls would be really, really good, but I'm trying not to think about it. I just want to go riding my bulls and do the best I can. And Steve, he's been riding hot this year, and every time I see him, he just keeps getting better and better, and it's just going to come down to staying on. I think whoever rides 2 tonight is going to win it.
Those are big words there, young man. Let's go down to Jennifer. She's standing by with Dave Standish.
In this 7th year, we've stepped up a notch and brought the Xtreme Bulls finale here to Ellensburg. How has it been different for you guys as a committee?
Oh man, you know, we originated this entire event here, and it's been wonderful here. We've got great fans. They come out whether it's sunny, whether it's rainy, or whatever the conditions are, because this is a big event for Ellensburg. And the Ellensburg Rodeo is so proud to have this event here. We're one of the top rodeos in the world, and we're going to continue with that.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dave Standish, our president of Ellensburg Rodeo. Guys,
it's a terrific rodeo here. Some more draws coming up. J.W. Harris, Donnie, on paper, J.W. still has a chance at this deal.
Well, he really does, but he's got to win first, and that's pretty hard to do even for the reigning world champion, Cananacey. He's the leader at 91 points.
Sitting in the catbird seat, terrific ride by him, 91 points. Let's head down to J.W. Harris. It has to start right here on Bright Lightning.
Okay, Western Rodeo bull out of California. Here we go. Champ of the world, you know, he's come down at a couple Xtreme events. Hop and skip. Bull gets a funny start, then round to the left. And he says, oh, I don't like getting my feet muddy. Slows down. Not going to get close to that 91. Good bull ride. But not going to get close to the 90s.
Now, did you see him looking over that dash? That bull kind of walked out on his front feet there, 77.
Wow, I didn't think it was that weak a ride. I thought he'd be in the, in the lower 80s, but here's a guy that's got a legitimate shot at the championship.
Jesse Bale, you got to wonder about a bull named Ouch.
Well, you do have to think about that, but he turns back to the left. Right there in the gate, kind of sluggish, rolls him back on his pockets. He's not wanting to let go and going to get mauled, getting on top of him. Sandoval's got the bull by the horn. Oh, boy, Tennant and all the guys, they're after him. Donnie Griggs doing a great job. Bale, now, when you're into your hand, it's okay to try, but you know what? When you're past that point of no return, get out of there, he says. Get him by the horns.
Good thing it was a little muddy because he was trying to push him right down through the very bottom of it. Great job by the bullfighters here, as you mentioned, Donnie, and Jesse Bale, no score on that one. Cannon AC is still leading the way here with 91 points. Tyler Smith, Cody Hancock right behind him. Let's head down to Jennifer for a Lucas Oil matchup.
Tate Stratton may have the biggest challenge of the evening tonight in his Lucas Oil matchup with Blues Clues. A lot of bull riders say that Blues Clues should have been saved for the final short round when all the best bulls buck out. Blues Clues has only been ridden one time, and they say he has every trick in the book.
Means Tate's got his hand full, Donnie.
Well, he does. A big, good-looking spotted bull right here from Western Rodeos, but he's a little difficult to get out on. You see, got a rope around his horns right there. They're going to take that loose and going to leave it on him, and that rope's going to get on to Tate. Whoa. I would have never, boy, I tell you, that rope stayed on that bull's head and looked like was designed to, to come right off, had a ring around him. He's going, wait a minute. I think they're going to give him another one.
Boy.
This would be, Mike, constitute as a foul bull. Well, look at that rope. He doesn't come loose from the back of the gate. And you talk about, it just knocks him off. Yeah, if there ever was a foul, and I'd be talking to that guy that was supposed to have been running that rope.
Man, was that scary.
Probably not very nice either.
No. Man, he'll get an option for a reride, as you mentioned, Donnie. Boy, that could have been very bad. Clayton Savage, this guy's got a chance. He's on the River Rat.
Okay, he's less than $1,000 away from moving Steve Woolsey out of the number one spot. And you know what? This bull just turns back to the right away from his hand. And that's the kind of bull that you got to have. Yes. He rides him, he would be in the lead because I guarantee you he'd have been winning something if that bull's bucking at 8 like he was at 2.
No change in that leaderboard. Cannon Ace is still the man with 91. Keep an eye on those names there as we move to Zach Elliott, another Utah bull rider. He's on Bull Durham.
Bull Durham, Zach Elliott, got to come around to the right, into his hand. He's got a nice seat on him. Good ride coming here. Bull fading. Bull likes the mud. He's a mudder. Oh, no. Yeah. Hung in a bull rope.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, I mean, this is an unforced error. He unhangs himself. Bullfighters are still there. They're all stuck in the mud. It's a good thing this bull didn't have any horns. He'd have really done some damage. He's going, what is wrong with you guys? Now, watch this. This is an unforced error is whenever you make the whistle, you don't get your hand out of the bull rope. Now you got to stand up. Now watch. He comes back over on the other side into his hand, and he's loose. And you can see Sandoval, Tennant, Griggs, they're all right there doing what they can. Zach Elliott gets an 88 score, and don't be hanging on the fence. You're going to have to ride another one.
Exactly. Here's the good news. You got an 88. Here's Tate again. Donnie on his next bull here.
Okay, well, it's K6 of the Western Rodeo. Round to the left, back right. Come on, Tate, get over there. Attaboy. Now sit up and get the money. He lost the bull rope. Did he get the whistle?
Did he make it? I think so.
Lost the bull rope. Yes, he did. All right, got a big jerk right there. Now, remember, he's only 7,000 out of the lead. He's the only one that's really kind of making a move. Look at that rope pop out.
Yes.
Gets to marking. There it is.
There you go. 84.5 points for Tate Stratton. Boy, what a move to come back on that option and make the best of it. There's the leaderboard standings. Cannon AC still in the lead, Donnie. Let's get ready to head down to Jennifer. She's with Tate.
Well, a freak riding incident on his first ride on Blues Clues left you with a re-ride, left you with a big knot on your head and a wet bull rope. You had to work with your circumstances here on this re-ride, didn't you?
Yes, first one knocked me silly, thank God for a helmet. There's a muddy mess out there, my rope got in it, my glove was in it. I came back here and luckily had different bulls than I thought I had, and it worked out. But yeah, I had to pull my second string stuff out of my bag, and it was old stuff, and luckily, praise God, it worked out.
It definitely worked out. This looked like a day off for you.
It was something. I just kept hustling and kept trying to move and get to it. My rope kept moving everywhere. I didn't have my pad on it and all kinds of stuff, and it was just one of those deals that, you know, you just get on and get it done, pull cowboy stuff.
Incredible action there. Boy, it's been wild here in the semifinal round. We're going to be back with more bull riding action. It's the Seminole Hard Rock Extreme Bulls Tour finale coming to you from Ellensburg. We are back for the tour finale here. Dan Miller along with Donnie Gay and Jennifer Smith. The short go getting set, but a huge rodeo takes place here. Started back in 1923. Let's see what happened on the $1 Million Tour. And of course, everyone wants to do well at this stop on the tour as they head into Puyallup and then on into Omaha for the Tour Championship coming up. All the big names are here, as you can tell. A little mud in the arena doesn't stop anybody. Still room for a little dancing and rope work, especially when it comes to the team roping. And the team of Garrett Tanazi and Ryan Moats did well on their first two and got it done, finished strong, and they win here.
Oh, we had a pretty good lead after our first two rounds, and we knew we needed to do good here with these Wrangler $1 Million Tour rodeos, and they're just great rodeos, and had another good steer and went and made a good run as we could.
No, Ellensburg's a cool rodeo. Everybody likes to win it. Everybody's kind of here. It's crunch time right before the playoffs. Everybody's trying to win something to get into Puyallup or Omaha, kind of continue your chances through the finals.
And Ryan is exactly right. It is crunch time. The headers, Chad Masters, Travis Trine still leading the way. And on the heeling side, Jade Corkle and Patrick Smith in positions number 1 and number 2. In the steer wrestling, yes, the sun was shining, a little mud in the field, but Lee Graves gets it done here in Ellensburg.
I knew I had a good chance and coming in a good position, and I just backed in there, and my horse really worked, fired, and the ground was a little heavy out there, had me trapped down there for a little bit, but I kept hustling, and the outcome was straight, and I was enough to put a little pressure on everybody else, and I got the win.
He did get the win. Take a look at that leaderboard. He moves up now to position number 3, right behind Jake Reinhardt and Joey Bell Jr. Lee Graves in a good position. In the bull riding, this young man, he's been at it a while. Corey Navarre comes here to Ellensburg, wins the bull riding, and what a summer he has put together this year.
I'll tell you what, I've had a blessed year. This is one of the best years I've ever had, and you know, this is actually my third time to win Ellensburg, so this is a good place for me, and I'm just looking forward to going to Puyallup and Omaha and to the tour finales, and man, I'm just having a great year. I just praise the Lord.
Great job by Corey Navarre. Take a look at that. He has moved all the way up into position number 2 on the Wrangler $1 Million Tour, right behind J.W. Harris. Of course, J.W. a tremendous lead here. Everybody's talking about it. The Justin Boots playoffs coming up in Puyallup. You can see that, of course, right here on ESPN, and that's coming up on the 18th of October, and the Justin Boots Championships from Omaha on October 25th. Great tour stop here in Ellensburg. And it's a sold-out crowd here for the tour finale. Rain doesn't stop these people, Donnie Gay. They're ready for the short go. Let's take one look at our B&W recap of the semifinal round.
Well, it had a little bit of everything. B.J. Schumacher, we thought he was a lock. Swamp Donkey thought otherwise. That's a 0 for the world champion. Then the leader for the X-Bulls Tour Championship, Woolsey, comes down. Cody Hancock, he's supposed to be over the hill. Well, he's 88 points. He's trying to win the Tour Championship and take it away from Steve Woolsey. Jesse Bell is getting walked on like a big old frog. And then Tate Stratton, 84.5 points. He's got a chance at the Tour title. Clayton Savage needed to win less than $1,000. He comes down with a 0. And then Cannon Acey. I tell you what, this Burns Bull turning the crank, 91 points. He's the man in the catbird seat.
Our B&W recap from the semifinal round, and Cananacey, he is the man to beat here. 91 points, and Donnie, there's a lot at stake. You could win this event, you could win the Tour Championship, and it gives you a big leg up going into the World Championship.
That's what the Xtreme Bulls is all about, and it's money, but you got to make the whistle when it counts right here in this final round.
Look at these draws, Donnie. Anything you like up there. Cananacey has Okie Dokie.
It's a tough bull. Due North is a really good one. Boomtown, that's a good draw right there for world champion J.W. Harris. So a lot of stuff here. We're going to start out with an Oklahoma bull rider.
Let's get right to it, shall we? Let's go to Austin Ambrose from Fletcher, Oklahoma. He is on bells and whistles.
Okay, big spotted bull tips him into his hands, comes to the left and doesn't even make a full round before he puts him down on the ground. And I tell you, a lot of the young guys that you don't know, like Austin Ambrose, they keep making the short go. They're going to start making the whistle when it means something. You know, right now they're tightening up a little. You can see Austin, he's got a little bit of an alley.
This is Jake Wade.
But you know what? Butch Kirby talking to the guy in the number 1 slot. He's not worried about it.
You see the next man getting set there, Jake Wade, Alamo, Nevada. He was 82 on his first one.
I like this one, Rez Boy from Corey and Horse. This is a good draw right here. This bull's been at the NFR. And we got Wade. He's just a little bitty slight guy. And boy, Rez Boy just rolled him into his hand right out of the gate and just boom. No score. Wow. Quick.
It was quick, Donnie. It didn't take long. He's going to leave here with 82. You take a look at that leaderboard. Cody Hancock, Tate Stratton. Keep an eye on those guys. Of course, Cananacey yet to go too, Donnie.
Well, they're all trying to win this tour finale right here in Ellensburg. $25,000 to the winner. Hancock, he's sitting over there trying to grow hair and giving it some air up there. But I tell you, Colby Riley, Mordecai, we've seen this bull buck off B.J. Schumacher over in Bremerton. This is a good draw right here. Got a big, oh no! Whooped him down right out of the gate, just right from the get-go. These guys are sitting there, and you know, I don't know if they're not wanting to move because of the muddy arena or the bull just beat him out of there, but Colby Riley, he looks a little confused.
Well, I tell you, there's 25 grand at stake for winning this event, and these guys...
I'd hang on just a little longer.
Exactly. Jason Beck, he's up next on Northern Chill.
This is the guy that I really like. He's, second time in the short go, round to the left, waved his hand. Rank bull right there, just flat bucked him off.
Yep.
He got around the corner. He wasn't really tightened up. But whenever you get into the short goes, there's going to be bulls that just are better than you are occasionally.
That leaderboard, you can see there, no changes. These guys getting bucked off in this short go. Still a lot of guys yet to ride, though. Cananacey with his chance. Tate Stratton right there and Cody Hancock, both with the chance legitimately to win this tour title. We'll see how it works out. Cananacey, that's the man in the lead. We'll be seeing him when we come back. We are back into Ellensburg, Washington. The X-Bulls Tour finale. Sold out, no seats here this evening. A little bit of rain, but that's not stopped anybody. Those top 4 guys right there, Bays, Ford, Elliott, and AC getting set to go here, Donnie.
They've got good bulls and good draws. They know what they need to do. $25,000 if they're the winner for the overall. That's 2 scores. You know, that 91, that was nice, but that's over with. He's got to do it again.
It's a great shot of those 2 guys right there. Tate Stratton, 84.5 points. Cody Hancock, 88, as they head and wait for their chance here in the short go. Let's go to the next guy up here, Donnie.
Lane Bays, Benton, Washington bull rider. Before dark, he's got to get her on round to the left. Boy, howdy, don't go in the well. Don't get your feet down, man. He had him on. That was the draw. Lane had a chance, and that's where the big money gets in the way of your ability to just keep on riding.
No score in this one. He's going to end up with that 84. Got in the long go. There's Cananacey getting set to go. Remember Cananacey and Jared Ford here. These guys, there's $25,000 up, Donnie, to win this event. Both these guys got a shot at that.
Well, Speed Dial's a good draw. He's from the Calgary Stampede. You know, they bring some stock down here to Ellensburg. I mean, they pride themselves on having great livestock. You know, your ability means something. If you can make the whistle, they're going to pay you most of the time. Boy, whipped his head up right out of there. And look out, it ain't over till it's over. Keep on digging. Wow, Speed Dial was trying to ring him up, buddy.
Whoa. Lucky he was a little muddy out there. Couldn't get the traction because he had him lined out. No score for Jared Ford.
All right, Jared Ford have to go get his hat washed off and what could have been. See your round one scores, for these guys coming in, but that 86.5 not helping him out very much. There's two guys that has a chance to move Steve Woolsey out of that tour standing number one slot. They're probably a little nervous right now.
Here's Zach Elliott, Donnie, and he is up on due north.
This is a really good draw from Corey and Horse. This is one that maybe you'd pick out. Let's see if Zach can stick you. Right there to the left, just whipped him up, rolled him over, and I tell you, he's already been on one bull. Mud on your glove, mud on your rope, hard to get it off, to get it sticky. No mistakes on that bull. No score for our young cowboy, Zach Elliott. Had 88 in the first round. Got a check, so he's not just empty-handed, but what coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Here's Cannon Acey. Talk about controlling your destiny. 91 on his first one. Here he is on Okie Dokie.
Okay. Got to get things going. I like the way he's moving up in the chute. 91 on his first one. That's already passed. Round to the right. He's perfect. He is. Oh, no. You saw that space. He got back. That's close. The clock up on the wall said 6:62. No score. Watch the daylight in his butt. About at round two, right there.
Yes.
Whipped his hips over into his hand. He guts it out for another round and a half out of position, but that's still a no score, just the 91-point score. So he's going to pull for the Bulls to just blank everybody else. J.W. Harris, he's eliminated from the Tour Championship.
Exactly.
So we've got Cody Hancock and Tate Stratton with legitimate shots to win the Tour Championship and this event.
And it comes down to these two guys, Cody Hancock and Tate Stratton. We'll be back.
I put myself in a good position right in striking zone where I can easily step up and end up winning the Xtreme Bulls, and that would mean a great deal to me, especially at this point in the season. And the biggest thing at these bull ridings is doing your job and riding bulls to your ability and riding the stock that you've got drawn. If you do that, you're more than likely going to put one in check.
The 2009 Seminole Hard Rock Xtreme Bulls Tour is brought to you by Seminole Hard Rock Entertainment. Come out and play. By B&W Trailer Hitches, makers of the turnover ball gooseneck hitch system. A hitch when you need it, a level bed when you don't. And by Dodge and the all-new Dodge Ram 1500. Never back down from a challenge.
I figured out when I was really young that bull riding's not easy, but it's simple. You keep your hands shut for 8 seconds and they usually pay you. And to be able to win against the best 40 guys in the world all year long would be awesome.
He is the man, Cody Hancock, Tate Stratton. A lot of drama here. These two guys with a legitimate shot, Donnie, at winning this Tour Championship.
Well, that's what they want to do. You see the standings for the championship. Of course, Douglas Duncan, he's out, had 2 surgeries, getting well. They'll be seeing him around pretty soon. Clayton Savage already came down, and, we've still got some good riding to go.
Yeah, J.W. Harris mathematically eliminated from winning the title, but still money at stake here. Cannon Acey got bucked off in the short go, but a legit 91 in the long go. Let's get it started here with Tyler Smith, Donnie. He is on North Star.
Oh, that big black bull is going to turn right back. This bull's been to the NFR. A good draw. Tyler Smith can get the money on this one right here, right there to the left. Just turns the crank. That's just what you want. And if you're going to be in the big time, you got to get to where you can ride bulls like North Star.
Not going to work out for Tyler Smith. Boy, the mud flying everywhere. 89 on his first one. Remember that in the long go. No score here in the short go round. Cannon Acey going to take some money home from this. Had a legit chance to win this event here. Let's go to the next guy, J.W. Harris. Mathematically, he can't win the Tour title, Donnie, but he can pick up some money here. He's on Boomtown.
His real sights are on the World Championship, and that's where he's sitting number one, and this just adds to it. Last 4 out of 5 world champions have taken a line share or the Tour Championship to get that world title. That's based on winning the most money out of everybody. Boomtown supposed to go to the left right there. He does. J-Dub's got a good seat. Got it rolling. Bull moving ahead. Jumping out of it. Coming back. Wow. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Got a little close with the free hand, about 6 seconds, but he didn't touch him or he wouldn't be throwing his helmet.
Man, I love to see that. J.W. Harris.
All right, got one road to short go. Took champ of the world. Say, okay, boys, we've been riding like schoolboys. Let's get her done. Yes, sir. That's close.
Yeah, close.
Right at the whistle. Yeah, show me the money.
91.5 points for J.W. Harris. That total, 168.5.
That's the one that's most important, Dan, because that's the 25,000. That moves him ahead of Cannon AC with that 91 only on 1 out of 2.
J.W. Harris, terrific ride, 91.5 points, but you see that mathematically he still cannot win the Tour title.
Well, we move to the Lucas Oil matchup. Tate Stratton versus Joe Buck. This bull only gets marked an average of 21 points every time he comes out of the gate. But guess what? Nobody's ever stayed on the 8 seconds, so they don't really know how tough this bull really is. We just know I expect him to be a little bit of an eliminator, and that means they're a lot harder to ride than it may look. But Tate Stratton, he needs one that's really hard to ride, that's got a big reputation, because he's got a lot more ground to cover as far as winning the Tour Championship, and he just needs a good solid ride to be close to 90 to move ahead on total on 2 of J.W. Harris for the Ellensburg event.
Well said, Donnie. 100% buck off for this bull. Tate Stratton gets forward. Let's get it done, Tate.
Here we go. Good-looking brindle red bull round to the right away from Tate's hand. Moves for, jumps way ahead and walking on the front feet. Another one bites the dust. It won't be long before they break that bull's record and get him ridden, but not today. Watch how far this bull moves ahead. Got a big long jump there. You see him sliding him back, rolling him into his hand. Nothing Tate can do but come down, and only got 84.5 to show for it. So that eliminates him from Tour Championship points.
Exactly. You can take there at the leaderboard. He is eliminated now from the chance at winning that. Let's head down to Jennifer. She's standing by with Tate Stratton.
Well, guys, it looked like Tate almost had Joe Buck until the very last. What happened right there? One hard jump?
You know, everything felt good. I got around there. He normally goes left. He decided to go right. Just kind of stepped ahead on me. I got around there good. Felt like I was moving my hips. And he just kind of moved ahead just enough to kind of switch my hips to the outside and made a hard corner again and just set my butt to the outside, and there we went.
That might have cost you an Xtreme Bulls championship. We just have to see how the mathematics turns out, don't we?
That's very true, and it's one of those things, you know, I just praise God for everything and getting me to this point and having this opportunity. And I just hope that, you know, the money that I've won here at Ellensburg will just count for the world standings and it'll help me get to the final, so we'll just go for the big title.
Man, I like that kid. Great attitude, Donnie. Let's take another look at our Lucas Oil matchup. This one with Cody Hancock and Happy Hour.
Well, this is really good. Happy Hour, you see, his stats are bull rider friendly. Yes. They scored an average of 84 points. It's just like the bull he rode in the Longo. A fast spinner to the right. You heard Cody say, I was lucky to draw him. Well, he's lucky to draw this one, and it never hurts to be a little lucky. But you know what? Cody Hancock's going to put it all out there. 4-star rodeo, and this bull should spin to the right into his hand. I expect Cody to snap him off, and let's see if he can win this event and the Tour Championship. Advanced age, nobody gives him a shot.
Come on, Cody.
He likes coming from behind, round to the right, into his hand. He's got a little more up and down than they talked about. He's got a great seat. He's spurting a little. Give it to him, Cody. Atta boy. Yes, sir. We got to get him out of there. Bullfighters all right there around him. Flogging in the mud, but he says, yeah, I get a new hat. I'm going to get the money. Atta boy, Cody Hancock.
You heard him say he's used to coming from behind, and mister, he did here tonight. Outstanding, Cody Hancock. I don't know what they're going to mark him, Donnie, but it doesn't matter right now. That's a good-looking ride.
Round to the right, into his hand. Got things going. Another 88 to match round 1. Runs away with it on 2 scores. Good job. Cody Hancock wins the Ellensburg event. We'll have to wait on the totals for the Tour Championship. I think maybe he may have gotten that too.
I think so too, Donnie. 88 points, total of 176. I think he's going to win it all.
You know, and it's hard to say that it's a shocker because he's a world champion, but you know what? Nobody thought about it, and we moved to the Dodge Ride of the Night. J.W. Harris said, well, I can't win the Tour Championship, but I can win tonight's round and just show everybody that I am the reigning champ of the world. 91.5 points for the Dodge Ride of the Night.
Outstanding, J.W. Harris. You see the results here, and Cody Hancock gets it done. He wins the event, and he wins the Tour Championship title as well. Now he's standing by with Jennifer Smith. Jennifer?
Well, Cody told me earlier tonight that he likes to come from behind. He started this evening 7th in the standings. You made an awesome ride in your first round, and this bull Hourglass gave you a run for your money, didn't he?
He did. He started, and I thought, man, this is going to be a piece of cake. I'm going to spur this bull. And then the farther it went, the harder he got. He got to throwing me back, throwing me forward, and it was a really good bull.
Well, I know a lot of the guys called you the old man of the crew. You are probably the oldest man on the tour, veteran bull rider. What does that say about your consistency, Cody?
I guess I stay on once in a while. I don't know. I get lucky and draw good bulls, and been able to do this sport that I love so much for a long time.
Well, congratulations. You have definitely showed your stay power. Our 2009 Xtreme Bulls champion, guys, Cody Hancock.
That just means that he's not lucky. He's really good and has been for a long time. You see the standings and the earnings. That's going to propel him maybe to the NFR.
Let's go down to Jennifer. She's with Carl Stressman.
Well, I'm with our new commissioner, Carl Stressman. Carl, you joined us for our Xtreme Bulls finale the first time here in Ellensburg. The Xtreme Bulls event means a lot to the PRCA, doesn't it?
You know, it's a great opportunity to showcase our bull riders, and this has been a great opportunity to be here in Ellensburg. A little wet today, but what a great opportunity to see great bull riders and pack the house, have a great night.
Well, this is September. You've almost been commissioner a full year. How's your first year been?
You know, I really have enjoyed it. It was a big decision for me to make, as you well know, and but I made the right decision. I'm there. I'm excited about the future of pro rodeo, and we're doing everything we can every day to go in there with the attitude that, you know, our job is to make this sport better for our contestants and our fans, and that's the initiative that we have every day when we go to work.
Well, I can tell, and I know we are all excited to have you.
Donnie, it's time now for our Seminole Hard Rock of the Night.
Oh boy, we picked a good one. Zach Elliott, he's getting hung out to dry. Bull Durham is taking everybody to task. Our bullfighters, Al Sandoval, Donnie Griggs, Jesse Tennant, they're all working hard, and we're having a bull riding in Ellensburg.
The Seminole Hard Rock of the Night, Zach Elliott. Well, there's guitars and gold buckles out there in the arena right now getting ready for the presentation. You see the president of the Seminole tribe, Richard Bowers, handing that guitar to Cody Hancock. Carl Stressman there. Then we see Steve Miller from Montana Silversmiths. The mud doesn't matter here, Donnie Gay. Cody Hancock, congratulations. For Donnie Gay and Jennifer Smith, I'm Dan Miller. Thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time right here on the Seminole Hard Rock Xtreme Bulls Tour.